And I'm gonna wrap today up with this week's Trek Tuesday. I'm trying to watch two episodes of Trek a week. Star Trek. Again, I started last week with a couple episodes of the original series. We're going in air date order, which means I'm on the third one. Which means Where No Man Is Gone Before. Is the original pilot. Not the original pilot. The Scratch that, reverse it. The second pilot, it's the second pilot they filmed for the original series, and you can tell that it is a pilot because it visually there's a couple things that are just a little different visually. They hadn't introduced the red into the Trek uniforms. It's yellow and blue, and they've got these weird sort of sweater circle things. So they sort of, I think, made a smart, mild redesign for the show proper with adding in the red and then adding in sort of the black under t-shirt. I think looks a little better. And then Spock has a sort of slightly more manic energy to him in the pilot. But one thing I think it proves is that Shatner is the hero, really the hero of the show proper. It's been a long time since I watched the original pilot, The Cage with Captain Pike, but Shatner just has so much more charm and charisma that Pike didn't have. And I mean, Star Trek is it's very much an intellectual show, so I think some of that intellectual material really needs to be you need to have some charm. The vector of that sort of, so highbrow science fiction really kind of needs to be charming, and you really need to connect with them. And what Shatner really does right off the bat is he just balances that, warm and inviting friendly nature with commanding nature when stuff actually goes down. And it's a really solid episode that really, a pilot that gets the premise that this is a show about exploration where we're presenting serious questions and moral dilemmas. And this one, it's, the one where his college buddy Mitchell, they go through some sort of energy waves and he starts developing these um godlike powers, and his as his powers grow, he gets less connected with human people, and it's very clear that he will, because he starts seeing human beings as ants, that he is going to squash the ship at some point. And there's that question of there is no good way out of it for Kirk. He has to he I am It's that question of I am going to lose my college friend. He is already gone, and I have no other there's no good option. And I what is it what is the least sucky option? And you're presented with Kirk, the emotional guy, and Spock, who has to put it to him of like, you are not going to have a choice. There is no third way out. These are your options. Which one are you gonna go with? So it's and that's a lot of what the show is. And I'll say, from an on an effects level, what's really, I find, quite cool and sort of an iconic image is however they did sort of the diamond eyes on Mitchell. Looks really cool, really really cool. And this is a show without a budget. It's before the era of CGI, and you've got this really, really just unnerving sort of just eyes but not eyes that you're looking into. And it's a really, really quite solid performance, and again, a good antagonist. So it definitely it's you can see why it's a pilot that was greenlit. And also, you just like I one little bit I do kind of love about this particular episode is that at some point Mitchell zaps open a gravestone for Kirk, and his and middle initial is not T yet in the pilot. His It's James R. Kirk. So that obvious was one of those little fun details of like, oh, they hadn't gotten that yet. But Yeah, it's still it's a strong episode, and as a pilot, strong start and strong first three opener episodes.